Today is a pathway session for the newcomer, new members, as well as for the not new members, all included. Do you know why I would like to do this, the bird's eye view? Because I think this is a very important. For you to have the passion for pathway, you need to know the benefit behind it. Then you need to know what is it in it for you to really be benefited. Because pathway is more than just public speaking. When you stand on the stage, public speaking, that is the performance. But before you can get to the stage, there's a lot of things you need to understand. Starting from the moment you write the script, you need to know what is the purpose for you to write a script, for you to meet the objective. How pathway take you to step by step in order help you achieve what you want, which is the communication capability. Communication itself is very broad. Communication can be one-to-one, can be in a small group, and can be to the public. When you communicate that to the public, that is called public speaking. Otherwise, it's a communications. To begin with, I need to bring your focus on these 5 competencies. Ultimately, pathway is meant to build these 5 competencies. And public speaking is only one of the competencies. If you understand the entire idea of pathway, you will love it and you will have the passion for it. Level 1, public speaking. What is it in public speaking level 1? Level 1, why do we start with icebreaker? What do you think we want to start with icebreaker? Explicit intention, purpose is to get you talk about yourself and for the audience to know you. But do you think it's that simple? No, it's more than that, because icebreaker is about yourself. And that is the beginning of public speaking. When you talk about yourself, everything is subjective. Therefore, you will speak with conviction. You will speak with feeling. You will speak with all the emotion you have. That should be the way. Remember how you did icebreaker. In pathway, you build your competency, you build your skill accumulatively. In pathway, it's a journey. You accumulate every bit of the experience in every speech. Remember everything you learn in every speech, and then you move on accumulatively, and then you will be good. In icebreaker, remember how you speak with conviction, how you speak with emotion, how you speak with all the memory, all these things, so subjective. Speaking is subjective. It is subjective. It's public speaking. Communication is about expressing your feeling, what is in your heart, what is in your thought. Second, evaluation and feedback. Think about it. When you did the first speech and then you are being evaluated, you got feedback. In this process, it's not so simple. Some people take feedback very hard, very difficultly. And some people give evaluation not in the correct way. If you feel your evaluator not evaluating you correctly, positively, not uplifting, not inspirational, you should speak out. You should communicate with your evaluator. And how do you take all this harsh feedback? How do you take it? That is the thing we need to learn. The second is to repeat your feedback. By repeating your feedback, you focus on all these things you need to work on. This is the skill you need to apply in every speech. Not only this speech. It teaches you the skill that you need to focus on your evaluation. You need to focus on your feedback. After that, you need to work on your feedback. And then it's good for you to practice again, to use that feedback, apply it to the next speech. With this skill, you receive the feedback and then you work on it, improve on it, and you apply it to the next speech. This is the skill for every speech, not only for this one. I challenge you, read the manual of icebreaker. You go back to read the manual of icebreaker. It taught you so many things, how to organize your speech. In pathway, you have enough information to be good. You don't have to ask anyone if you just read through the entire manual. Of course, you can discuss with your mentor if you don't understand what you have read. But all the information are there. I challenge you, you read the manual. You know everything. In the icebreaker, it taught you how to organize your speech, what to talk about, even give you a video to look at how you should do an icebreaker. And evaluation, before you become an evaluator, you need to be evaluated. You need to have the experience of being evaluated. Am I right? That is why when you do the first speech, pay attention to how the evaluator evaluate you. And you remember that feedback. And if you have any question, you talk to your mentor. This evaluator is so motivational. I like it. Learn the good things. Learn the good thing, because the next, after you've done your second speech, you will be the evaluator. What is good about pathway? You don't have to worry about making mistakes because pathway gives you a second chance. Why I love pathway so much? It gives me a chance to repeat that. I want to have a second chance. Don't you all feel that? You will enjoy right from the beginning writing a speech. In the first speech, if you read the manual, it taught you how to write, how to organize your speech. Public speaking, starting from writing the speech. When you start writing the speech, you have to start thinking about what you want to say. We start from message. A message is something you have gone through it, and then you learn it, and you realize it, and you want to help to give it to the audience and see. For example, you might have gone through a difficult situation, and then something happen, somebody give you an advice, or you watch a movie, or you read a book, whatever. Then you realize that this is a way for you to get out of that situation. And you practice it, you experience it. After you have practiced, it works. That is a message you want to give it. The lesson learned is a message you want to give the audience. You want to share it with the audience. Then you tell the story. Conclusion include three things. What is the summary? What is the purpose of your speech? When you write a speech, you need to have a purpose. Why do you choose this topic? Why do you want to talk about it? And eventually, that is a message for you to give the audience. The purpose can be you feel that you want more people to be benefited from what you have gone through. You don't want people to make the same mistake. That could be a purpose. But then eventually, how? That is the message. Get your conclusion right. Then you say how to start. Starting is about catching people's attention. In the body, 3 key points you want to support. The third speech is research and presentation. There is a difference. You're presenting a PowerPoint. That is called project presentation. In this research and presentation, what they want you to focus is, they want you to focus on one topic that you don't know, you want to know yourself. And then in that big topic, you want to focus on one specific area. This is the research and presentation. Like I just did my research and presentation. My topic is beware of coffee. This topic is about coffee, but then I zoomed down to the part how coffee impact my bone density. I want to know. And I show the outcome of the research, and I show the source of the research. Level 1 is mastering fundamental. And this mastering fundamental is public speaking skill. What is fundamental? Fundamental is a basic of public speaking. That means from this onward, you have to use this basic in every speech you do. Okay? This is a basic. If let's say one day you say, I'm still not good in public speaking, then something is wrong in level 1. You need to revisit, you need to come back to level 1. You need to see which part that you did not learn it solidly. Then you have to go back there and find out which part you are not good. If you think you're not good at writing speech, go back to icebreaker, the manual. If you think that you're not doing evaluation right, go back to evaluation. If you think that all these things, go back there. Okay? Today, I'm only going to talk about 2 levels. Level 2 is interpersonal communication. What is it in this level 2? Level 2 is learn yourself. Why do you need to start with yourself? Because we cannot change others. We only can change yourself. If you don't start with yourself, you won't be able to have a good communication with others. Make sense? This one, understanding your leadership style, is to help you understand yourself. You have all this material in the manual for you to read it through, to understand each style, which one you like. Even communication style is the same. In this Toastmaster mentoring, you can talk about experience, not Toastmaster related. It's encouraged that you talk about mentoring experience that you had outside Toastmaster, even before you joined Toastmaster. It is fine. But eventually you look at this word, introduction to Toastmaster mentoring. Eventually you have to relate it back to Toastmaster. You can start bringing an experience outside Toastmaster. Then you want to talk about one experience you had in Toastmaster. If you have not had any mentoring experience in Toastmaster, fine, but you watch, you pay attention, you can talk to people. Then you can compare, because eventually you have to compare it to Toastmaster mentoring. And then you want to talk about moving forward, how do you want to be a Toastmaster mentor? For me to be a Toastmaster mentor moving forward, I like to combine all the good things. This is your expectation. You want to talk about your expectation moving forward as a mentor in your mentoring system, because after level 2, you will be given this project called Pathway Mentor Program. Although it is optional, but it is a very good program to go through in this level 2. The red one are different. The standard one are these 3. Okay, understanding your leadership style, understanding your communication style, introduction to Toastmaster mentoring. But others, when you choose others, they are different on a few. Okay, based on the focus of the skill that you need of every path. You can go through the summary in order to know what is the difference. I would like to highlight this active listening. To do this active listening, you need to be a table topic master. After every table topic speaker spoke, you have to tell the audience what this speaker spoke. Most people talk about it as a summary. In summary, what this speaker say, which is not correct. What we should tell the audience maybe only in 1 or 2 sentences. It is a message of this speaker what trying to say. In a communication, a lot of people cannot communicate their thought, what they want to say. I believe you have met many people. They don't know what they want to say eventually. You want to say, okay, sounds like this speaker, this is what he wants to tell the audience. You want to listen carefully what this speaker trying to tell the audience, what is the message. It's not what he said. He might not have said the message correctly, but he might have said a lot of things, but then he still cannot get to the point. But you want to get to the point for this speaker. This is the active listening skill. It's correctly, you see, observe. Even you need to observe the audience body language, facial expression. Managing time, I have heard many people talk about managing time. They talk about managing time in general. Immediately you can tell this person did not read the manual. If you have read the manual, you have to do a project and record. For example, if you want to go shopping, I have a shopping list. Today, my task is to go shopping to buy this shopping list of things. From that moment, you have an intention to make this task as your managing time. Okay, record the time you go out of your house. And then you go to the mall, the shop. You met someone, you talk to someone, get into something, and went with the person to have a coffee, and all this. Eventually, you didn't finish your shopping list. Then eventually you want to say, okay, this time management, I should say no to this person when I met because I should stick to my shopping list and all these things. This eventually you want to talk about what you have learned from managing time. This is a good way for you to realize in this small task, how were you being distracted? And what you need to do in order to improve, to stick to managing your time. Discover your problem, your issue, then you can fix it. Okay, I think I covered most of it.